In today's video, I'm going to show you the first of many new products that I'm going to be trying in the upcoming months. I realized that because I run my fish room with central filtration, I've really done a great disservice in being able to recommend good companies to you guys. So what I look for in a company is good people, good quality, and a good warranty. So this week, we're going to start by looking at an internal filter that I picked up to try for a very specific purpose. So let's get started.
Hey guys, and welcome to the Fish Room. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and it's Thursday, which means, as always, I've made an enormous mess and I'm trying to get caught up on projects. Recently, I attended both Aquashella and Aquatic Experience, and while at Aquashella, I had the great pleasure of meeting Steve from Sicce Pumps, which is an Italian company, and we really just hit it off. So I invited him out to the fish room, and he stopped by a few weeks ago to see what I'm doing down here, and he offered to send me some really cool stuff to make some of my aquariums way better. Now behind me I have my Centromoculus figures. Now behind me I have my Honeycomb Catfish aquarium. These are Centromoculus perugiae, which are a small little South American woodcat that tend to hide deep within driftwood, but I've shown you guys many times over the past how the tank absolutely comes alive during feeding time. Now these guys have hit sexual maturity and I really want to get them breeding, but in this aquarium I'm utilizing sponge filtration, and these are a fish that come from areas that do have a bit of a higher oxygen content and sometimes some flow. So one of the things that I've considered doing is putting in a power head. I've tried that in the past, and unfortunately these fish just aren't real bright, and they have tried to wedge themselves into the motors of the power heads despite me putting foam on it. So I decided instead to try one of these Sicce internal filters, which I can direct the flow from. It has a venturi so I can suck more air, and they're pretty neat because you can pull them apart and they're held by a magnet. I don't know why I find that to be so much fun, but it sure is. Now one of the things I also like about this company is that they have a minimum of a 3-year guarantee on their pumps, and I think if you register online it's a 5-year guarantee, which is pretty much unheard of in this industry. So inside the filter compartment, you'd think I'd be able to follow the directions that say push here, is just coarse filter foam, and it'll be super easy during part of my routine maintenance to, especially because this is magnetized, to pop this off the bottom and just rinse it out in my water change water. It's an adjustable head. This is not geared for a big aquarium. This is only for up to like about 50 gallons. This is a 55. I'm not looking to filter so much here as just provide some water movement at the surface, as these fish will often drop their eggs up in the foliage we've provided in the top of the aquarium. So the hope is that by feeding them some good frozen or live foods, by increasing the water movement, and by continuing to maintain good husbandry in the aquarium, these guys will be breeding in no time. So let me go ahead and install this and we'll take a look.
It was very much plug and play. The hardest part of all of this was actually fishing my cords behind my racks in order to be able to reach to plug it in. The thing that I like best about these is that it seems like they're made of really high quality materials, and they just feel like quality. And for their price point, I think they're a very, very competitive filter. And it has this venturi, which is that little plastic tube that sticks up above the water line in order to suck air and add more atmospheric oxygen to our aquarium.
Thanks as well to you guys for your support with the video on my little gar. It was not an easy one for me to make. I'm also happy to report that I'm going to be upgrading their circulation pumps. Sicce was generous enough to send me a few significantly higher powered circulation pumps for this aquarium, and that's really going to help me because right now down at this end I have a hang-on back filter which allows for about an inch gap. Now the gar didn't jump through that spot, but now I'm increasingly paranoid. So being able to get rid of that and just add a circulation pump on each end of the aquarium will make it that just that much safer for these guys as we move on here into you know, the next months through years. I also have a couple other neat things that I'm going to be applying to the fish room, so make sure you subscribe with that notification bell on so you don't miss updates on this tank, or any of the other things going on in the fish room.